Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Today I wanted to do a video that's a little bit different. I wanted to talk about some of the things that I go over in my sample sessions. I call them a discovery session when people contact me and think that they might be interested in working with me to do coaching on mindset of trading, the psychological part. So when someone contacts me, we set up a phone call. It's free. It's just a good opportunity to see if we're a good match working together and to see what's going on with their trading. I send out a discovery session prep form that looks like this. It's probably all backwards to you guys, I'm not sure. I have to figure out how to do a screen share on here so I can share stuff like this. But I'm collecting information on what's going on with them, with their trading, with the psychological parts of their trading, and I'm giving them an opportunity to answer these questions and think more for themselves about what's going on. A lot of times as traders, we're looking at our strategy, we're looking at our equipment, how many monitors we have. Traders spend a lot of time looking at charts, and so our time and attention and effort to get better is often really just focused on the trading part of things and not the mindset part of things. And as some of you guys know that have heard some of my videos, what I coach people mostly on is the mindset. We'll do a little bit of trading plan, risk management, maybe even their strategy, but a lot of the focus is on what's going on with your psychology, because it makes or breaks your trading. If you can't trust yourself not to go AWOL in the middle of a trade, people can make a lot of money for a solid month of great trading and in one day or 1 hour or one trade lose it all. And I know a lot of you have experienced that. So we want to be able to build our mindset to a place where we can trust ourselves, right? It's really what we're looking for. So let me go over this briefly, just to give you some things to think about with your own trading. Is this something that you're being challenged with? Are some of the things that I work with people that are on this sheet the things that are getting you stuck? So, and I will say this, as I said, this is a free session. So if you guys are interested in doing this with me, let me know, and I'll send you this form, and we can schedule that. But see how it resonates. So I start with the name and the age and just some information about you, a little bit about your platform and your trading account and how many years you've been trading. Then I'm looking at your overall success. Has it been neutral? Has it been an overall huge disaster and a loss of money? Have you had a gain? And this gives me an idea of where people are coming from, where their mood is, how bad it's been, how long they've been trading. So just an idea of what's going on. Are you happy with your results? Are you urgently unhappy? And what is your goal for your trading business in the next year? A lot of people haven't thought about that. They're just trading to try to make money, and there isn't really a well thought out goal. Where am I going with this? What do I really want? So then we get into a little bit about the simulator. Are you using the simulator? How do you use the simulator? Are you able to treat it as real or use it as a game, which is interesting to see what's going on there. Then I'm listing out the trading challenges, and you guys will have heard of probably all of these, and you may have participated in most of them as well. They're very common. But again, these are the areas that I'm going to work with people on in the coaching relationship, and I think they're absolutely the most important part of whether you're successful or not. So ask yourself, do I have these challenges? Have I overcome these challenges? Where am I? Have I never had these challenges? They may not have affected you. So let me read through these real quick. Fear to take a trade. Don't have or I'm not using a trading plan. So that's key. I always start with helping someone to develop a plan so that they have something that they can use as a foundation. If you don't know what your goal and your plan is, you don't know if you're on plan or off plan. So it's pretty basic. Whether we like creating those or not, that they really are pretty important. Am I revenge trading? Am I hiding losses or lying about them? And sometimes that happens, with a spouse, for example. Am I impatient when I'm trading? Am I chasing trades? Am I focusing on money and how much money I'm going to make in a day versus focusing on skill? And that's another one of those core things that I have people really start to think about from day one. Because as a trader, it's like going to law school or med school. You make a commitment. Hopefully you make a commitment to really learn everything you need to learn. And it can take months and years. And when I went to trading school, we learned how to trade in a week. And then they said, good luck, you're a trader now. Go back on Monday, go back home and start making a living. And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. And that's not at all what happened, because you don't know what you're doing. And your psychology is, hasn't even been tested yet. So anyway, focusing on money, versus creating the skill, learning to trust yourself, putting in the time, working on the simulator, getting your strategies worked out so that you know that they work when you follow them. There's a lot of stuff that really wants to be done and mastered before you're trading live money, especially for the new people. Am I over trading? Do I use a stop consistently? Do I have out of control feelings, especially as the day wears on and I trade more and more? Am I doubling down on my trades? Do I feel like a loser, like a fake, etc.? Do I get out too soon? Or other issues. These are just some that I came up with, and sometimes they'll write out other things that are going on. What is my desire to overcome these obstacles from no desire, low, medium, high, or urgent? And this is really good because, again, this is the other side of trading. This is not about the charts and the strategies, but it's so, so important. And if you never even ask yourself, am I struggling with these things, they're going to be going on in the background and sabotaging you. Risk management. How much of my account am I risking in every trade or in every day? And that's, some people don't know. They have no idea. Some people it's, 1 or 2% as they tell us it should be. And then sometimes it's a lot larger than that. And people aren't even aware that you can destroy your whole account very quickly if you're not being careful about how much you're risking, right? Are you following a written trading plan? And if so, consistently, are you doing it all the time? Are you journaling your trade? Are you recording your feelings? And again, these are not the areas that we tend to want to focus on. They're not as glamorous. They can be tedious. They can be challenging, and yet they're so important. Do you already know that you want the support of working with a coach? And that helps me see if they're looking for a coach or they're just kind of dabbling and getting more information about what's going on with their trading. And then I have a section at the bottom, which areas would you want help with if you worked with a coach? And again, this is, think about this for yourself. Are these areas that I haven't maybe thought about that would be supportive for me to get some help with? Clarity on what I want. Emotional mastery. My out of control behaviors. Being more positive or hopeful. Identifying blocks to my success. That's really important because if you don't know what's in the way, it's hard to clear it and remedy it, right? Risk management. And that can be understanding it. It can be implementing it. It can be working on the psychology so that you respect what your risk is. So some people will be very clear, I'm risking 1% per trade, and then they'll go and, risk a lot more because they want their money back. Having someone in my court. When you hire a coach, hopefully you have someone there consistently that is in your court, that you can come to if you have problems, if you're not doing your homework, if you're not responding correctly in the market. And then sometimes accountability is another one. Sometimes people like being accountable, maybe via an email every day, just to say, yes, I did the homework, or yes, I did such and such during my trading. Sometimes accountability looks like sending in your trades to me every day. And so we can be looking at whatever it is that you're working on with the trade. We can be looking at that and making sure, seeing how you're doing with it. Consistently following the plan. So getting help with that. Structuring the trading plan. And then the feeling like a loser and a fake. And I can't tell you how many people that I work with feel like a loser. It's embarrassing, and people don't want to talk about it sometimes, but it's a very real human experience, and it gets in the way of trading, because as a trader, you're gonna be losing. You're gonna have losing trades. It's impossible not to. And if you sabotage yourself when that happens, instead of knowing that's part of what's going to happen and that's what's in your plan and that's what's supposed to happen, you can derail yourself. So that's an important thing to bring up to the consciousness and see. And then I just write, what else would you like me to know for our discovery session? And some people write a lot down because there's a lot going on there. And, I think sometimes we have all this emotional stuff going on inside of us. We have frustration, we have fear, all the psychological parts of trading, and we may not have had anyone to talk with about it. Sometimes there's a spouse or another trader or a friend that you can talk about it, and then some people don't really have a place to go to talk about all this stuff. So that's what the form looks like, and they fill it out and bring it to the call, and then we just go through and basically talk about what's going on in your trading life and where you are wanting support, and is the coaching appropriate to help you with the support that you're looking for. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat, or feel free to contact me, send me an email, or give me a call. And if you're interested in doing one of these sessions, like I said, it's free, and I'm happy to talk with you and get an idea of what's going on with you, and if it's time to look at I can't say that word, fixing some of these things that may be happening with your trading. So thanks for watching. See you next time.